Amy from underdogchance.com, and in this video I will share my NFL betting model projections for Sunday week 10. So what I do, I simply project my own lines and my own results, and then I compare with bookmakers lines. On the left side you see the teams, and this is a combination between my actual projected line and bookmakers line, and I get the final results. Then I compare with bookmakers line, and if there is enough discrepancy, then this is potentially a good bet. Okay, I hope these numbers will help you to make smarter bets this weekend, and if you will like the video, please like it, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video, and of course don't forget to sign up for our free betting course where I can teach you how to use numbers in sports betting, how you can start using sports betting models so you can become a long-term winner in sports betting world. Okay, so let's start with the first game. The first game, Seattle against Tampa Bay, based on my projected results 21-23, my line -2, bookmakers line -2.5. Because of that, there is not enough discrepancy between my numbers and bookmakers numbers, so this is not qualified bet. Okay, Jacksonville against Kansas City, based on my projections -8.5, bookmakers -10, so maybe small lean with Jacksonville to cover this 10-point spread, but of course still not good enough. Okay, Houston, New York Giants, based on my lines, Giants should be a little bit bigger favorite than bookmakers have them, so I have -8. Bookmakers offer them at -4.5. Because of that, New York Giants at -4.5 is first qualified bet. The next game, New Orleans against Pittsburgh. Based on my projections, New Orleans should be bigger favorite in this one. Bookmakers have this close to even game, basically -1 on New Orleans, and based on my analysis, New Orleans -1 is a qualified bet here. Detroit, Chicago, no value. As you see, my numbers and bookmakers numbers are too close. This is only 1.5 difference. Cleveland, Miami, -2.5 my line, bookmakers -4 on Miami, so only 1.5 difference, which is not good enough. So it is close because, you know, many sports bettors use different sports betting models, and I like to say that there are a couple of hacks how to win at sports betting, like comparing pinnacle odds with soft bookies and then play how soft bookies are bet. Then you can also do arbitrage betting. Then you can also use sportsbook bonuses. But for me, actual sports betting and being a sports bettor is once you start using sports betting models and analysis, because if you bet, you need to come with your own numbers before you bet. Everything else are just more like hacks. Okay, of course, you should use every hack you can, because I also used every hack in the past. But if you want to take a next step forward in your sports betting career, you will soon need to bet on betting exchanges, on serious bookmakers against big players. And I believe that sports betting models where you actually make your own analysis, this is the real thing. Everything else is just are just hacks. Those are not sports betting, actual sports betting. Those are just more hacks, okay? Because arbitrage betting, for example, what is this? You simply look at two different lines on two different bookmakers. This is not a rocket science, right? So you bet on +120 on one bookmaker, and then you bet on the other team at +120 on the next bookmaker. So this is not a rocket science. This doesn't make you a sports bettor, okay? Sports bettor, you become sports bettor once you start using analysis and the numbers, okay? Because bookmakers will not allow you to use these hacks all the time, and then of course bookmakers complain that bookmakers are bad and that they are doing all kind of things. Of course, they will not allow you to bet on soft bookmakers all the time and take arbitrage opportunities. Many sports bookmakers openly say that they don't allow arbitrage betting, okay? So at the end of the day, if you want to bet seriously, you will need to use numbers somehow, right? And of course, there are different sports betting models. Every single all sports betting models are wrong, but they are necessary if you want to win at sports betting. Of course, we have complex sports betting models, we have simple sports betting models, but at the end of the day, you need to come up with your own numbers before you bet. Okay, all kind of sports betting models can work. There are different ways how to build sports betting models. You can also use different tools like Python, Excel, Google spreadsheets, R statistics. There are different tools, also different variations, different methods, different statistical methods, which will all lead to the final goal, and this is a profit. Okay, there is no rule, but at the end of the day, I believe that every sports bettor must come somehow with the numbers. Okay, everything else is just not, let's say, true sports betting. Those are more like hacks. Okay, anyone can do these hacks, so you don't need to you don't need to have any knowledge about this. Okay, you just need to use brains and logic, arbitrage betting, or comparing pinnacle lines with soft bookmakers, and then complaining on Twitter how soft bookmakers are bad, that they don't want to pay you, and so of course they will not pay you. Go to betting exchanges, go to sharp bookmakers, go to pinnacle and show your knowledge there, right? So I do against pinnacle odds every time when I project lines, and since 2015, since I run my website, all my sports betting models are against pinnacle odds. Okay, also I also track closing lines against pinnacle odds. Okay, so this is, I believe, true betting, not following sports picks, not arbitrage betting. Those are just more hacks. Okay, this doesn't make you a sports bettor. Okay, but this is just my personal opinion. Of course, a lot of people will disagree with this, but I'm not saying that you should not use arbitrage betting or comparing pinnacle odds and so on. Of course you should do it, but this doesn't make you a true sports bettor. Those are just more hacks. Okay, those are just more hacks. Okay, of course I can find some shitty bookmaker, and I can find a mistake from that bookmaker, but they will allow me 3 bets and they then will ban me. Okay, because they cannot set the right lines. Okay, and they are afraid to accept such bets. Okay, anyway, let's go to the next game. So New Orleans, Detroit, Chicago, no value. Cleveland, Miami, no value. Minnesota, Buffalo, this is another game where I found Buffalo minus 3.5 is a value. Okay, Denver, Tennessee, based on my projections, this could be a low scoring game, but I'm more focusing on spreads. I should work a little bit more on totals as well, but for spreads, I have 3 qualified bets. But in this game, my lean is on under 39. Indianapolis against Raiders, minus 6, minus 5, too close. Then we have Arizona, another Los Angeles team, Rams, close to even game, minus 1. My line bookmakers minus 1.5. As you see, this is basically the same. Dallas, Green Bay, no value again. My line minus 5.5 on Dallas, bookmakers minus 4, so no value. Okay, then we have Los Angeles Chargers, San Francisco, my line minus 8.5, minus 7, so maybe small lean with San Francisco, but not good enough. And then we have the last game, Washington, Philadelphia minus 10.5 is a qualified bet because I have Philadelphia as a little bit bigger favorite. Okay, so those are all qualified bets for this weekend. I hope these numbers will help you. Sorry for off topic a little bit. Sometimes I start talking and then a couple of things came to my mind, and I just want to share this with you. Okay, so that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.